Good evening, listeners. It's time to settle in for another chilling story of suburban suspense. From the slumbering heads of Mount Rushmore to the Twin and Windy Cities. From the unseen depths of the Great Lakes to the rustling husks of cornfields across the heartland. Who knows what ghouls and crawling creatures lurk among us under the Midwest moon?
Phantom Float 5000. $200 for a broken air hockey table is steep. Never mind that it's haunted. You hadn't meant to walk away from the rummage sale with anything more than a couple books or a kitschy picture frame, but when you see the table in the garage, the one beneath all the knickknacks, your breath catches. Peeking out below the Clydesdale hooves of a Budweiser sign and a pallet of handmade magnets is a tabletop painted in glowworm green, that pale neon that suggests it glows in the dark. On the side is scrawled Phantom Float 5000. When you ask about the table, the homeowner tells you it doesn't work. The compressor broke, so the pucks don't float. He's bearded and apologetic and squints when he smiles. Mike Murphy, he says as he reaches out his hand. You don't know what gets into you, but you press him to name a price. He tells you that he actually got it secondhand, on sale. Oh yeah, you say? Weird circumstances, he says. Are you old enough to remember Game Haven Arcade? He asks, though clearly you are. A boy went missing there about a decade ago. He was dropped off for a party and at pickup time, no one could find him. Nothing on the security tapes, you add, remembering the story. After the investigation, the arcade shuttered. Partly from money lost, partly the negative attention. The owner unloaded the pinball and skee-ball machines, and this man had snagged the air hockey table. You're not sure you believe him. The circumstances are strange, and more than a little unsettling. Also, the table looks handmade, custom somehow, with its wooden legs and detailed paint job. Even so, you pocket your instincts and unpocket some cash, already goaltending in your mind. You convince your friends to help you load the table into your car. The promise of free games is all it takes for the trio to haul your new purchase into your place and set it up where you want, right where most would put a dining table. Later on, when you're alone and 2 movies deep in a thriller marathon, you hear a clatter behind you. Turning, you see the puck gliding across the table in the dark. You rise and approach the machine, baffled. Pressing your palms down flat on the table confirms no air movement. You lean over the edge and put your ear to the table, straining to make out the sound of rolling air. A sudden slam sends you upright and screaming, but it's just a frame that fell to the floor. You'd propped it too steeply against the wall when you made space for the table. You right it and sweep your foot across the floorboards, checking for broken glass. You're in the clear. Heart pounding, you turn back to your task. You take a paddle from where it rests on the table's edge and gently push the puck. It ghosts along the table and clacks against the far edge. It rebounds back toward you and slows to a stop at the center of the table. You set the paddle down and step away from the table to grab your phone. Tell your friends about the scare, how easily you spooked yourself. The instant your back is turned, a loud crack sounds behind you. You spin just in time to see the puck drop to the bottom of the chute beneath your goal box. That's 1 point for the competitive spirit. Your curiosity overwhelms your fear, and slowly you approach the table again. When you peek below the table to find no friends crouched and hiding, you grab the puck and put it back on the playing field. Your first thought is a ghost in the machine. Or maybe the table itself is haunted, a computer come alive. What you don't get is how. You test your theory, knocking the puck forward, only for it to hit an invisible barrier and shoot back to you. Muscle memory takes over your fear-struck body, and acting on its own, your arm jolts forward to meet the puck with a hard smack that sends it straight ahead and into the goal. When you step around to retrieve the puck, It's not at the bottom of the chute where it should be. You reach up into the machine as though to snatch a trapped snack from a vending machine. Surely the puck just got hung up, but you can't feel it. You move to try from the other direction, but your hand won't fit through the narrow letterbox of the goal slot. You pull your phone from your pocket and shine its flashlight into the black opening. Shining back at you, in the dark recess, are two eyes, squinting in a smile. Shock knocks you to the ground as your phone tumbles out of your hand. It somersaults to a stop underneath the table, its flashlight shining directly up at an engraving. A Mike Murphy custom creation. The man at the rummage sale had made this machine? Why? To trap kids? Not to trap, just to play, comes a voice from inside the machine as the puck shoots out of the goal box and skims across the table to the center line.